Imagine a browser that anticipates your every need, does the research for you, and feels like it's reading your mind. That's the promise of these new AI browsers, and it's a promise that a lot of people are getting excited about. It feels like the future. It feels seamless. But what if I told you that this convenience comes at a cost? That while your AI browser is busy helping you, it's also potentially leaving a back door open for the hackers. So, in this video, I'm going to break down one of the hidden vulnerabilities called prompt injection and show you why you need to be incredibly careful with AI browsers. And it starts right now. Look, let's be honest, the appeal of these AI browsers is undeniable. We've been dreaming about having the AI do the work for us, opening tabs, sifting through search results, copying and pasting, piecing everything together for us while we do something else. And the AI browsers help us do exactly that. They can open tabs, browse, act as our personal assistant. It's able to summarize content, take multiple step actions, and you don't even have to think about searching anymore. You're just having a conversation with the AI, and it's doing things for you, like booking a 3-day trip to Tokyo. And it feels great. It feels like a superpower. OpenAI's got their own answer today. It's Atlas. They released it this week. If you've got a MacBook, you can get started. And we've got things like browser memory that can remember all about you, where you're going, and what you're doing. These tools are designed to be agentic and to take action on your behalf, making appointments, drafting emails, and helping manage your schedule. They're becoming less of a tool and more of a partner, and I think that this trend is going to continue. The truth is that the convenience of this is intoxicating. It takes absolutely no effort to use these, and it might actually get real work done for you. And as everyone is trying to build out the best possible assistant, there are inevitably going to be compromises for security. But you need to be careful because that is what matters to you. In fact, the single biggest threat that's lurking out there is this indirect prompt injection. Now, what is that? Indirect prompt injection is basically a set of commands that are hiding, sometimes in plain sight, that are giving instructions to that AI agent. So when you ask it to summarize the page, instead of the AI executing that command and simply summarizing the page, there's something extra, some additional instructions that you didn't ask for, but that the AI agent picked up and took action on, thinking that that's exactly what you wanted for them to do as your personal assistant. When you give it an instruction like, please read this report, you might have some additional instructions like, look through the file cabinets, take pictures, and send me all of the information you can find. The AI agent does exactly as it's told, and it doesn't give a second thought about whether or not that's a legitimate command that should be followed. That's something that's actually happening with these AI tools. Take the case. There was a company that was using a tool to do customer service. It would read an email and then respond and help the customer to solve their problem. What they didn't anticipate was a prompt injection inside of an email. Something that seemed innocent actually instructed that AI to pick up all of the data of all of the contacts of the company that was in the system and send it to a malicious actor. They compromised all of their customer information. That's the kind of mistake that can happen to you because it's going to follow that instruction without any thought of the consequences in doing so. Now, there's research and development that's happening here. There are many smart people working on exactly these challenges, but it is not a foolproof or particularly safe avenue. If you want to run these experiments, go ahead, but be aware not to put all of your eggs in that basket. You might not even want to import all of your bookmarks and passwords because that's not something you feel comfortable with. I know that I've been very choosy about how I've tested these things out. I've also been a little disappointed with their level of capability. So, with that said, your mileage may vary, but maybe start with a few experiments first that aren't your email inbox. Try some things, ask it to do some work for you. By all means, go and use these tools to learn how they can be used, but do so with caution and be aware that those hidden prompt injections might make your next AI mistake. Don't let it happen to you. Get out there and make the growth mistakes. Learn, identify new skills, and make it happen. We'll see you next time here on AI Mistakes.